a great day so far and a good week for the most part here. So haven't gone on live in a minute, so I'm gonna wait a few minutes to get a few more people on before I go over my subject matter today. So I'm very happy, as you can tell, as always. Love wearing a smile, and I love always just being able to give out good news. So I'm gonna wait a few more minutes before I go over anything. So if you're joining the live, I'll give me a few minutes. I will be coming right back on in a few seconds. I'm not gonna leave the screen, but I'm gonna give some people a few minutes before they join the live so far. So just hang in there. Alrighty, I'm pretty sure I'll get more people to join the live in a few minutes. But again, welcome to my live. Thank you so much for joining. There. So today's update on my channel, I sit at 1,384 subscribers and 359 watch hours. So still continuing to chip away at my goals is regarding the watch hours. I did do some streaming as well there. So the reason why I want to go live is I wanted to see how everyone was doing. I hadn't gone live in a week or so I wanted to at least again thank everyone for being a part of my channel. I really appreciate all the watch time that I'm getting so far. I do know I'm a long way towards the 3,000 and 4,000 hour goal, but I know at some point I'll get there. So the purpose of this live here, again, was to just thank everyone for being who you are. I do want to give a life update as well. So if you're new to my channel, I was always I was talking about what I was going to do in my next chapter in my life. Mr. Ant, I'm doing well. So my next chapter in my life, I wanted to change careers. I wanted to get a role in the federal government, whether it's with VA, FAA, Secret Service, TSA, and etc. So since January, I've been applying for a lot of government jobs. Did hundreds of interviews. Did hundred of I probably had over 1,000 applications. I probably interviewed for about 20% of them, so maybe 200 interviews, and I actually got to 6 offers within the last 2 months. So the offers that I had a Department of Homeland Security role in Virginia. I had a VA role in DC. I had a Department of Justice role in Virginia, and then I had a couple roles on the West Coast. One was with the Department of Defense in Arizona, and another one at with the FAA in Washington State. So if you're new to my channel, for the last 20 plus years, including 8 years in the military, 8 years in staffing, and the other 3 years in distribution and operations, my goal has always been to relocate to California. Here's why. I'm a season ticket holder for the Niners, so I go to all the home games. When football season starts, I also go to road games. But it would make life so easier for me to be able to be, if not in California, as close as I can to California. So I'm in Colorado right now. I've been in Colorado about a year and about 8 months so far, and the update is I did get the job that I want. The job that I wanted. It was a very tough decision because the 6 tentative offers that I had, I only had two firm offers. And the other four still had security backgrounds going on, which I don't have anything in my background, so I know those were clear. But with the government, when you apply for a role, it normally takes a week or two, depending on when you apply for the job to close, and then they got to go in and actually look through the candidates. Once they look through the candidates, they'll send out an email to you about you being referred to the hiring manager. And then, even if you get the email saying that you got referred to the hiring manager, that doesn't mean that you're actually going to get an interview. I learned that the hard way. Like I will say, let's say I applied for 1,400 jobs with the federal government. I've probably gotten about 800 referrals. But from those 800 referrals with the federal government, I might have gotten 100 interviews of it. So usually what happens is they'll look at all the quality candidates, and from there, what they'll do is a scoring system. So they'll look at resumes, they'll look at experience levels, and etc. And when they go through and look at that, they'll then determine within the people that qualify for the role, they'll determine if they're going to get an interview or not. So, like I said, I've probably since the summer up until now, I've probably received about 20 offers. Got my heart broken from a couple of them because I believe prior to the fiscal year starting, which is October 1st, with the federal government, if I got a couple job offers that came in the summer, but those agencies lost funding. So, meaning that they lost funding, you don't really get the ability to start with that agency. So, but yes, the role that I accepted is with the Federal Aviation Administration, formerly known as the FAA, and it's in Washington State. So, my goal, more than likely within the next week and a half, is to go to U-Haul and get a hitch put on my car, and then start looking at U-Haul trailers. Then I'll go to my storage unit and get my items out of my storage unit. And then I'll probably start heading to Washington State. With Veteran Day approaching, happy early Veterans Day to my fellow veterans as well. I know usually doing a couple holidays out of the year, it gets kind of rough with me being a veteran, and also Memorial Day are two hard times for me. Just looking at the people that I served with, some that I lost during my military service. I lost a few after the military service. So Veterans Day is something that holds true to me. So to anyone who served in the military, any friends, or if you have any friends or family members that served in the military, definitely kudos to those family members that served, and we appreciate your service. And I did get a few people saying thank you for my service. So thank you for acknowledging me for my service. But I will say, 2024 has been a crazy year. Um, I lost my I lost my Amazon area manager role in January. As soon as I got back off vacation, I didn't do anything wrong, but they released me, and I went jobless for about 2 or 3 months, and then I got an offer for a local role. But my goal was to get a local role here in Colorado, and then while I'm applying for federal government jobs, that way, once I get the word that I got the federal government job, then I'll actually just put in a 2 week notice and then start that federal government job. But it didn't work out as planned. I did get the local job, but I was on there for about 2.5 months. So from May up until now, I've just been just grinding, just applying for different roles, getting through interviews and etc. So I kept saying to myself that I just need to keep persevering. I just need to keep moving forward, and just know that better days are gonna be ahead. When you maintain being positive up here, sky's the limit. So I kept applying for different jobs, and then I interview after interview each week. some weeks I had 3 or 4 or 5 interviews with different federal government agencies, and but I kept moving forward. I kept persevering, and I was just thinking to myself that if I if I keep striving to get to where I want to be, I'll get there. So I everything started to turn around probably around July and August. I actually just kept persevering. I actually kept applying for these federal government jobs, and then I started getting offers. So I started getting offers in July. I started getting offers in August, September, October, November. 'Cause what I wanted, I didn't just want to work for the federal government, but I wanted a role that I wouldn't have to compromise what I want. And what that means is when I applied for a lot of those federal government jobs, I applied for jobs that I qualified for. But as it got closer to the fiscal year, I started applying for roles that was in the location that I wanted to work. Because oftentimes, what I've done for years is I won't say settle for different jobs. It's just, oftentimes what I would do is I would just get my foot in the door. And then once I got the role, and then once I'm eligible to transfer to another location, I would relocate to another location. And they pay for everything each time. But I just got to the point this time that I have 8 years in the military, which would translate over to the federal government, which means that at 12 years, I can be eligible for retirement, which will put me at 53, which would be great there. So I just, as the offers continue to come in, I just wanted to just sit back and just say, hey, all right, I got opportunities. I'm gonna just keep moving forwards. I just let the offers continue to come in because, as most people would say, as it relates to federal government roles, tentative offers are just tentative offers. They don't mean anything until you actually get a firm offer. So it's it's been a journey, but I'm so happy to be starting with the federal government. And my start date is December 1st. My first day in the office will be December 2nd. So the only crazy part that about moving to Washington State is that's where the Seahawks play. So Seahawks is the 49ers rival. So living in the Seattle area as a 49er fan, it's definitely going to be awkward. But I'm so excited about the opportunity. I'm only a couple states away now from California once I get to Washington State. But I would just say with any decision that you're going to make in life, look at everything. Look at everything in its totality. Look at pay, look at benefits, look at travel, look at every aspect of the role before you make a decision. Because I sat back for the last few months and just was thinking, okay, I'm sitting on a few offers, and I was anxious because I was like, well, with these offers, I can just go and just tell them that, hey, I'm ready to go now and just go. But I remember a few months ago that something was telling me not to accept the first offer that comes, because you can accept all these offers all day long, but what it boils down to as it relates to that is what you don't want to happen is if you accept the role, and then the role that you really wanted comes, and then you're stuck. And I didn't want to do that. I could have been started the job I had with VA. I got that job offer. I could have started in a couple weeks in DC, but I looked at everything. I looked at the cost of living. I looked at the apartments. I called my insurance agency to see what my insurance would be, how much renters could be, all the effects of me possibly moving to that area there. Because what you don't want to do is you don't want to move, you don't want to accept a role just for the money. Money is good. You can never have too much money, but as it relates to just a new chapter in your life, you don't want it to be catered totally just for the money there. So what I looked at the federal job offers that I had, I looked at a few things. I looked at the pay. I looked at the cost of living. But I also looked at something on the tax side of the house. So with three of my job offers being in Virginia and DC, the cost of living in DC and Virginia area and Maryland area is higher than Colorado. And Colorado, cost of living is high. I've been here a year and 9 months, and cost of living is pretty high in Colorado. So move to another area with a higher cost of living, you may get more money, but getting more money for a higher cost of living doesn't really net you extra money. So when I looked at that with the VA firm offering in DC, I would say, well, them offering me 112K a year definitely was not bad. But when you factor in all the taxes, I only would take home about 79,000, and then rent is probably gonna be about 40,000. Car insurance, renter insurance, light bill, all the day to day, I would have been at a net loss compared to me taking a job in Washington State. Washington State don't have state taxes, so me accepting the role in Washington State, I'm really just paying for federal taxes, FICA, and Social Security, which is way better. Like for when I looked at the pay from VA and from the Federal Aviation Administration, there was only a $4,000 difference of take home pay when I did my analysis between moving to DC for the VA role or moving to Washington State for the FAA role. It one role I took, I would take home 79. The other role I would take home 75. But I didn't look at all the totality of everything. So I would just say, just anything you're doing in life, definitely don't make a quick decision. Definitely take some time to think about it, evaluate your choices, and then make a wise decision on the back end. So that's my personal life update. All right. So regarding the channel, I'm very excited about moving to the Pacific Northwest, because I've been trying to get to several of those hikes in Washington State and Oregon. So the only hike I've done so far in the Pacific Northwest is Olympic National Park. So with me moving to Washington State in the next couple of weeks, I'll be able to go to Olympic again, North Cascades, and Mount Rainier. Those are on my list. And then being I'm not too far from Oregon, I'm gonna start going to some Oregon trails while I'm there. So being in Washington State is going to be a game changer for me, especially with the season, with the 49ers season. I can get same day flights back home to Washington State from San Jose. So that's something that I'm very happy about and looking forward to there. And then I fly exclusively with Delta, so Delta has a lot of programs for Seattle residents. So they even got something with the Seattle Seahawks. So if you sign up for the 12 program, anytime Seattle scores a touchdown or score, you get miles for it. So even though I'm not a Seattle Seahawk fan, uh, me moving to Washington State gives me a lot of good perks, even as a 49er fan. So again, everyone, I'm thankful for everyone that was on the journey with me here. Everyone who prayed for me as I pursued my federal government job, and for me to get the job that I wanted and the location is something that I couldn't ask for more. So it just goes to show that when things are for you in life, it's for you. So you just got to persevere. You got to hang in there, and you just got to know that good things gonna come to you. You just have to sit back and actually just keep working towards that goal. And when you keep working for that goal, you get to that you get to the destination. So everyone just hang in there. 2024 is definitely as it come down to the end, just keep moving forward. And I just want everyone to know that good things can come to you as well. What you got to look at is you have to look at everything in and out. You got to look at persevering. You got to be able to sit back and just say, you know what, I know I got a purpose in my life. I just gotta keep moving forward towards. And the most important thing too, you don't want to quit. You wanna sit back and you wanna keep working hard towards a goal. Um, and even though things may not come when you want it to come, it's gonna come when it needs to come. So it's definitely been a good journey in 2028. Um, but I'm just so happy that I persevered. I'm happy that I actually didn't give up. I just kept working towards the goal, and I got the job. So everyone, just stay tuned. So I've pretty much been a Colorado hiker the last year and a half. But I hike all year long in different states when I have time off. So me moving to Washington State soon, I'll be a Pacific Northwest hiker. So you're gonna see a lot of good content for me hiking at Mount Rainier, at Olympic, North Cascades in Washington State, and then any other trails that Washington State has, I will be hitting those up, just as I have in Colorado here. And then Oregon, I haven't been to that state yet. So Oregon is one of 9 states that I haven't visited yet. So I'm excited to be that close to Oregon. So I will be going to Oregon and doing some hikes there. Either the national forests that they got, or the national parks that they have. And me also being a Nike guy, I'm excited. Hopefully I can get a chance to go to that Nike the Nike building there. I don't know if they have any. I don't know if they invite people there, but I would love to go to that Nike campus while I'm in. If I'm able to get to Oregon on a weekend trip or hiking trip, something there. But that's the update for today. I got the job with the federal government. I start on December 1st. My first day in the office would be December 2nd. And again, I'm very excited about this journey here. And all my veterans out there, or anyone that's on this live, if you have any friend or family member that's also a federal veteran, happy early Veterans Day to you all. Being a veteran is something that I really take pride in. I actually just sit back every day and just thank God for the journey that I had as an army soldier. Just some background on me. I served in the military for 8 years. On active duty, I got stop loss, so I signed up for 4 years initially, and then before my third deployment, I actually got stop loss. So we got deployed in January of 2005. So because I was slated to get out in August, and deployment happened, you can't get out when you're supposed to get out. So I got stop loss. I went into the army right after high school. Went to basic training at Fort Sill. My job was a 13 Delta, so I was a field artillery specialist, which is pretty much a computer system specialist. We actually had computers in our system, in our tank. We actually sent the fire missions to the 13 Bravos, the Housers, and the tanks actually shot munition rounds to target areas there. So I was at Fort Benning, part of the 3rd ID, 3rd Brigade on Kelly Hill. But Fort Benning has now changed their name to Fort Moore there. So after the military, after active duty, I went to the reserves as a human resources specialist at Fort Jackson, which is 20 minutes from where I was born and raised. So I did that for the remaining 3 years and 4 months. And then after that, went to school, got my associate and my bachelor's degree. Then went into the staffing career for 8 years. And then I went to the distribution center operations with Amazon for another 3. And then that's where I'm at right now. So it's been a journey. I will say since I graduated high school, I've pretty much been on the road since 2001. I may have been home in South Carolina for like 2 years of that time, but for the last 21 of the last 23 years, I've pretty much been on the road. I've been to 42 states so far, and I've been to a little over 20 countries there. I like to visit a country or two every year, just to go and see the different colors of water, the locals, and just the sightsee, and etc. I've been to, I believe, 13 national parks so far, a few national forests. So I'm just being who I can be, you know. But like the army used to have that look that I'm saying, be the best, be all you can be. That's pretty much been my life story. So on this live here, everyone, again, I want to thank you for coming to my channel and liking my content. I'm continuing to evolve my content. I have a lot of playlists that I've created over the last few months. So if you are a nature person and you want to see a lot of waterfalls or different lakes, rivers, streams, mountain views, and etc., definitely check out the waterfall playlists, the lake playlists, and different national park playlists. A lot of great content there. I have shorts, I have long forms. So just definitely take a look at it. And what I'm doing the next few days is if I have any content that actually didn't do as well, or had just a handful of views, I'm just going in and refining. Refining the content. I didn't know that if I put the actual state on the video, that I can actually get more viewership by putting the state or the location on the video. So a lot of the videos that I had uploaded, I didn't put the location there, and that might have hurt me on regarding some viewership there. But what I did was starting yesterday, I went through some of my old content and started adding locations to the content, refining some of the titles as well as the descriptions, and it's been a success so far. Just from yesterday to today, by just going in and adding the locations, refining the titles. I use Chat GPT for a lot of the titles that I put on my videos, and in my in the descriptions, I normally just come up with what my goal was on that hike, the date that I went on the hike, and then any of the hiking trails that I went on while I was there, and anything that was fun that took place there. So again, everyone, it's been a blast. I'm just very excited about my next chapter in life. But let me be the example and the testimony to know that you should never give up. You know, when a door closes, what you need to do is just work hard and just know that another door is going to open up at some point, and it may not open up when you want it to, but it will open up when it needs to open. So just definitely hang in there. The best is yet to come, not only in my life but also in your life. You know, it's again, it's been a blast. I'm just very thankful for the journey ahead. It's I know I've had my days in which I might have felt sad, as if things weren't going to happen when I wanted to happen, but everything happened when it needed to happen. You know, I definitely just wanted to just say that think life has a funny way of working out. You know, it can be a situation in which you just may not see a day. I mean, a opening happening, and then it just all of a sudden just happens. You know, some of the offers that I've received, I didn't think they were going to come. So I would just say, as it relates to that, that you just gotta keep persevering. Just don't take no for an answer. Don't give up. Don't give in. Just definitely just be the change that they need to be. Um, I just I just could truly say that when things happen, it make you appreciate those things even more. Just sitting back and just reflecting over the last few months that it's I know I've shed a tear just regarding just being able to keep moving forward. I I can truly say that it's been crazy. I can get speechless right now about just the journey. And to be honest, it's just it's moments like that just, to me, if you're someone who may not have hope or may not think that something can happen, or you just really want to actually take a take a walk on faith, and just say that, hey, you know what, I know what I want to do, and you may not know how to do it. It's just a situation in which you just have to, you gotta believe in yourself, um, to start out. When you can sit back and just say that, I can truly say right now, like I felt like I was on top of the world. I had so much stuff, good things going on. When I was in the staffing industry, I traveled 300 something nights a year. I had all the credit cards. I had everything, but when I lost my job, um, at the beginning of the year, going a couple months without the job is definitely something that you got to look at to move forward. It just it's a situation as it comes in life that you just have to keep moving forward. Don't let what you see discourage you from your goal in life. But the most important thing I would tell anyone is just to don't give up on nothing. Just know that you are here for a reason, and once you know what your reason and your purpose is in life, then what you do from there is you just you keep moving forward. You don't want to be in a situation in which you live your life on someone else's terms. You want to be the person to say, you know what, I did the best that I could in life. I lived on my terms. I didn't let anyone knock me off my rocker. I had a chance to do everything I wanted to do. And when you can be that person that said that, it can be the start to the change that you would like something to be. You got to know too in life that everything doesn't happen the way that you want it to happen. Sometimes you'll have some ups and downs, which is why I look at life as someone who loves to hike and like to run. I look at life as a hiking trail or running around a track. Oftentimes it's not how you start, it's how you finish. You may have obstacles in your way. You may have some elevations. You may have some declines. But most importantly, no matter what you do, no matter what, you got to move forward. 412 vibe. All right. live from Pittsburgh. Thanks for joining my live. Just giving a life story for where I'm at. So if you're new to the channel, I've been applying for federal government jobs since I want to say early spring this year, and I got my job offer. Well, I accepted a job offer last week. I had about six choices from different agencies, and I narrowed it down and made a selection last week. So I'm starting my new job with the federal government on December 1st. I'm very excited about that opportunity there. With my channel, if you're someone who likes nature, I have everything on my channel. I have waterfalls, I have river, lakes, and streams, I have mountain views, sightseeing places that I've gone so far. When I go to 49er games, I upload 49er videos and content as well. And for everything on my channel, I do have playlists for everything. So if you're someone who don't want to look through 1,000 something videos, check out some of my playlists. Whether you like waterfalls or lakes or different national parks, feel free to check out those playlists. It's a lot of great content there. If you're someone who likes wildlife, I've ran into a lot of elk, a lot of deer, a lot of moose, marmots on a trail. So you'll see some videos with those animals as part of my trail. When I went to Brazil last year, I was actually able to go to another national park and they had monkeys there. So I do have some videos with, I can't pronounce the name of those monkeys, but I do have about a few videos on monkeys as well. So my channel has a lot of good content there. And then from time to time I go on live and just go over whatever's on my mind. And I'll also give you a update on my life as a whole. So the purpose of this live here was to just check in with everyone to see how everyone was doing, but also to give you all that life update that I got the job. So so excited about this new chapter in my life. It makes you appreciate the little things in life. And if you don't get anything from this live, just know that in life, nothing's going to be given to you. You got to work very hard, but oftentimes you got to encourage yourself. You know, you got to just continue to motivate yourself. Just know that when you're taking that step out on faith, you're working towards a goal, you know. And I will also tell you to not settle. Don't settle for less. Like with me, I knew I wanted to go into a career that had a lot of benefits that will allow me to maximize my military time. And being a civilian, it's hard out there as a civilian. A lot of things that I'm used to when I was in the military, you don't really have that as a civilian. So I knew I wanted to go in the federal government. And what I was looking at long term was, you know what, I got 8 years in the military. And when I go to a federal government job, the 8 years account. So I'll be able to have a head start on retirement. And it actually would give me the ability to work towards that goal. So definitely excited about the next chapter in his life here as a whole. And again, anyone that served in the military, as myself, any friends or family that you know that served, wish them a happy Veterans Day as well. It's definitely not easy being a veteran in the civilian sector once you get out. It's always good to have a good coping system, a good circle around you as well that can actually help you through any time. I will also say that mental health is also something that is very, very key in a veteran's life, especially with someone that may have PTSD as I have. It's very important that you surround yourself with people who's gonna check in on you from time to time, and you do vice versa, and having a good balance in life. So I know I crashed and burned over the last, I want to say years ago, about just not having a good balance in life. Doing things, just work, and working a lot will tend to burn you out. And when you tend to burn out, you can actually, your mind would tend to wander as a veteran, So I went back to the basics years ago. I started making sure I took a trip every quarter just to have a reset from work. I used to hike a lot as a kid, so I started hiking again about 10 years ago, and I love meeting new people and going out and hitting different trails and going to different states and countries and just exploring cultures, food, and etc. So it's definitely something that I would encourage anyone to do. Make sure that whatever you're doing in life, don't get burned out at work. Definitely find something that you enjoy doing and do it. Whether it's gaming, hitting a trail, sightseeing, something just to get your mind off. I think it's a good idea to reset as much as you can. Every opportunity that you get to reset, definitely reset. Take some time for yourself. Do things that you might enjoy. Trust me, when you get a chance to reset, it does a lot for you. I know with me, been that when I moved to Colorado last year as an Amazon manager, I didn't get a chance to hit any trails last year because I was working 70, 80 hours a week as a manager. And when I lost the job earlier this year, it gave me the ability just to reset. I don't think I've ever had a month or two of not working ever. So that gave me the ability just to hit a lot of trails. I went hiking at least once or twice a week for almost 6, 7 months straight. I got a chance to just sit at waterfalls, enjoy nature as a whole, encountering a lot of wildlife on those trails. And it gave me the ability just to find that happiness that I was missing, and be able to reset my mental health. I really enjoyed hitting those trails, meeting people on the trail, seeing a lot of content that people had online, and then me being able to. I started my YouTube channel this past May, and I started. The reason why I started this channel was I've been traveling for 20 plus years. I've captured a lot of moments, whether it's sightseeing in different states or countries, 49er games, or just hikes. And I wanted to share I wanted to share those experiences with the world, So on my channel, you're gonna see a lot of niches. You're gonna see nature. You're gonna see 49er games. You're gonna see places that I've visited, sightseeing ventures, wildlife. I have a mixed bag on the channel, and my goal is, if you take the time to visit my channel, my goal is to make sure that you at least leave with a smile. If it's a trip that you may have wanted to go on, but you don't think you ever be able to go, and I've been there, you can live through that trip through my content. Man, I take a lot of good videos while I'm sightseeing, hiking, and etc. You can live through me. I don't mind. Just take the journey with me. A lot of good content that I have on the channel. So definitely take a look at it. If you like what you see, like, comment, and then if you want to subscribe, definitely subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you haven't already. I do try to go live at least once or twice a week, but I hadn't had the chance to go live this week, so I wanted to go live today, to not only just see how everyone's doing, but also just to give good news. I believe that it's always good to be able to spread good news whenever you get a chance to do so. And when you're able to spread good news to people, it may also make their day as well. So I always say that when it's your time, it's your time. Bad things don't happen always. So you just got to know that you got to take the ups and downs when it comes, and just know that better days are ahead. No matter what you got going on in life, it's very important to speak into existence, and encourage yourself. It's very important to maintain positivity no matter what. I try to wear a smile no matter what. I try to make sure that I'm putting the best on the outside no matter what. All right, we got a Ravens fan in. Y'all had a great game against the Bengals. So Lamar, he may repeat. Last time the Super Bowl was in New Orleans, we played each other. That's the game in which the light went out at halftime when Beyonce performed. We made it close at the end, but the Ravens just always had the 49ers number. I don't know if I've ever seen us beat the Ravens. So it's definitely, you guys got a chance. Kansas City is another team that I don't think I've ever seen my Niners beat either. So the AFC got probably some of the best teams out there. Yeah, you got a lot of people that like to be Ravens fans. I don't like when people just jump ship. It's best just to ride with your team. I've been a Niner fan all my life. I'm a season ticket holder. So I got my season tickets about 4 years ago. So I go to the home games as much as I can, and I also try to go to road games from time to time as well. So if I wasn't starting a new career in the next few weeks, I would have went to the game tomorrow in Tampa because that's one of the 10 stadiums left that I have not hit yet. But I'm gonna miss that game, and then I'm also gonna miss the Buffalo road game and the Lambeau Field road game. But I've already been to Lambeau there. Yeah, Flacco was balling that year. I mean, y'all had Bolden and Jacoby Jones, rest his soul. When he ran the touchdown back. I mean, he ran the kickoff back at the halftime. I was like, oh man, it sucks. But we wait to the fourth quarter to run the offense that we ran all year. You guys did have a great defense. I think if Ray Lewis didn't say that he was going to retire, I think we would have won the Super Bowl. I think we would have beat the Ravens that year. But when he said that he was retiring, it's almost like that team was gonna do what they could to get Ray Lewis that championship. So yeah, everybody on that team as well. Y'all had Bolden, y'all had Ray Lewis, Ed Reed, Flacco. You guys had an all around team, similar to right now. So it'll be interesting how everything goes. I know we had a lot of people that got injured at the beginning of the year, including the Super Bowl when we lost Dre Greenlaw. We also had Hufanga that had got hurt, so we should get Dre Greenlaw back. I'm thinking maybe next month for the playoff run. CMC comes back tomorrow, so I'm happy that CMC is going to be back. I just think last year we utilized him too much last year, and I believe that CMC was hurt last year. He nursed some injuries last year, and I think the 49ers hid those injuries, which is why he had the tendonitis in his Achilles. I think he was nursing that most of last year. Yeah, Brock Purdy, he's definitely he's been a lifesaver. I think the book is out on him right now, so a lot of people are actually knowing exactly what he's prone to do, but he's definitely scrambling better now and making a lot of good plays for us. So I'm not gonna say it's gonna be Ravens in Detroit. Detroit looks good right now. I know we play them in December, so that'd be a good measuring stick for us there. I just think where it boils down to, if we get healthy at the right time, I think we can make it interesting in the NFC. I know we started out pretty bad, lost two division games, so we gotta hope that we gotta beat the Rams and we gotta beat the Cardinals just to tie up the records, and then we gotta hope that they lose an extra game in the division for us to be able to capture the division. So we've beaten the Seahawks so far. I was hoping that the Seahawks had beat the Rams last week. That would have been that would have gave us the tiebreaker over the Rams, but the Seahawks let the Rams come back and the Rams won the game. So we'll see. Yeah, Gino is Gino. He, they have a good coach, a new coach, but I just think Gino is very very predictable as a whole. So he'll have a good game from time to time, but I think Gino is probably ain't the best for them there. But I believe with the schedule we got left, we do have a lot of tough games left. So tomorrow will be a good measuring stick for the Niners when we go to Tampa Bay and play. So we got Tampa Bay left. I believe we got the Rams, Cardinals, and Seahawks again. We gotta go to Buffalo in December. We gotta go to Lambeau at the end of November. We got Detroit near the end of December. So I'm hoping that Detroit lose some games between there now and then. That way, if we beat them, it could possibly be for the number one seed. And I believe with the people we got on the team that's made a lot of improvements while our key people was hurt, like Jawan Jennings, and he was out the last couple of weeks. But the game he had against the Rams, if he's able to do what he did against the Rams, when he gets back, and Debo gets better, Kittle gets better, CMC is back tomorrow. I think we can get on. I believe we can make a run for the playoffs. So I'm excited about that there. So but that just goes to show what I was saying on this channel is always my channel has so many different attributes that I discuss from time to time. So I'll talk about Niners from time to time when I go to the games, or I can just be on a nature walk, looking at mooses or lakes, rivers, streams, waterfalls, mountain views. It's just simple things like that that will give you a reason to smile and just relax. When I'm out there on a trail, when I see wildlife or see waterfalls, it really makes me appreciate life as a whole. It's like a common effect on those trails, especially if I see a waterfall. I would have went hiking the next couple of days, but it's been snowing for the last few days in Colorado. I don't want to get injured on a trail, even though I'm not a clumsy person. But the Colorado trails, when it's very very snowy, you even with hiking poles and spikes, you can actually still trip and fall and hurt yourself. So I don't want to start a new job on an injured list. So I'm gonna just again just prep to get ready to move from Colorado in the next week or two. I'm gonna try to get a hitch put on my car at a U-Haul facility. Then once that hitch gets on my car, then I'm pretty much can start because once the hitch get installed on my car, I just gotta get a U-Haul trailer, go to my storage unit, unpack, and hit the road. So that's the one thing I'm gonna try to get done next week. So on Tuesday, if I can get a hitch put on my car on Tuesday, anytime between Tuesday and the next Monday, I can be hitting the road to go to Washington State. It's about a 19-hour drive from here. But being that I'm gonna have a trailer on my car, probably gonna add about four or 5 hours. It may take me 24 hours to get to Washington State. To Washington State, but I'm pretty sure that it'll still be a smooth ride. I definitely probably would want to um, hike along the journey, but my goal for the most part is just to get there, identify a new storage unit when I get to the area, unload my U-Haul trailer into a storage unit, and then just started looking at apartments, just some apartment hunting for a couple weeks, and I probably will do some hiking while I'm there, in preparation to start. I'm definitely going back to Olympic because the Devil Punch Bowl was like my favorite thing to see there. It was like some blue, green, and clear different water at the Devil's Punch Bowl, and Lake Crescent was nice there. Got a chance to see Mary Falls. That was great. I do want to go and hit the Mount Storm King Trail. I saw a lot of good pictures on All Trails app regarding Mount Storm King Trail at Olympic. It's like a nice overview from the mountainside, and you can see a lot of beautiful landscapes there. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. I probably want to go to the Hollow Forest, and there's a couple beaches that's there as well. So I'm definitely gonna go back to Olympic. I believe that Mount Rainier is gonna be closer to where I'll be living. I believe Mount Rainier is probably gonna be about, I think, 40 or 50 miles from the area that I'll be working in. So that may be my Rocky Mountain National Park, like it is in Colorado. Rocky Mountain is like was 50 something miles from my apartment here, and then there was a few other trailheads that were about 25 miles from my apartment here in Colorado. So I'm definitely looking forward to Washington State, my move there. Definitely excited about adding North Cascades and Mount Rainier to my checking those boxes off my list, and then going back and just hitting the trails that I missed at Mount Rainier. I mean at Olympic next when I get there that I missed last year. So again, everyone, I'm so honored and blessed to just be here today. Have the ability just to start my dream job, and it just goes to show that good things happen to good people. You just gotta work hard. You gotta persevere and keep moving forward. And if you keep moving forward, oftentimes things will work out in your favor. So thank you everyone for being on my live. Looks like I had about 55 people that viewed this live today. I'm coming up on an hour on the live. I got 3 likes, so I'm thankful for you coming by and stopping in my live here. I am going to continue to grow this channel as a whole. I'm hoping at some point I get those lives in which hundreds of people have been on my live, hundreds of likes, maybe thousands at some point. But it's just a step in the right direction. Me being a smaller channel and not and it, I'm only been on YouTube for about 6 months so far. So I know that's gonna be a road to get to those top channels. But I'm gonna continue to be me. I'm gonna continue to fine tune my craft and get better at this YouTube thing. And if I get so good at it and get to the monetization part, that would be even better. That gave me the ability to supplement my income, have more money to come in, and etc. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, definitely take a look at Traveling with Promise with 2 L's. It's the name of my channel. Got a lot of content there, playlists and etc. If you wish to contribute to my channel, I do have a Cash App. It's Living with a Purpose 20. When you put in Living with a Purpose 20, you'll see my initials pop up, BP. Any contribution that you make to my channel will go towards me capturing new content, whether it's gas, snacks, hiking equipment, possibly getting I do want to get me a Canon or a Sony camera at some point. I've been doing all my content with my phone. So at some point, I'll take a look at upgrading to a camera so I can capture better content. But I do know with my phone, it does take good videos and great pictures. So It's just something that I would want at some point. So, but again, everyone, I got the job. And then thank you so much for your support on this channel. I'm hoping to continue to get better. Any suggestions that you may have for my channel, I'm all ears. I want to make sure that I'm providing the best content at all times. And anything that you have to say, I'll take it in, try to make the best adjustments that I can to get better at YouTube. But I'm really appreciative of the journey so far. Not in a million years, but I think I would have already had my 1,000 subscribers. I mean, I set a goal to get my 1,000 subscribers within 3 months. I got it just before 3 months. Excuse me, I'm not sure why I'm yawning, but yeah, I got the subscribers. I got to work on my watch hours now. So 359 watch hours so far. I need another 2,600 and etc. So I know I'll get there at some point, and when I do, as it is right now, it's all going to be because of you. So thank you everyone for making life worth it. Thank you for hanging in there with me. Thank you for visiting my channel as often as you do. I will continue to upload more and more content as each day goes by, and give you more reason to smile. And from time to time, I have a live like this that will have good things that may be going on in my life, and sharing that with you as well, and possibly giving you a reason to smile as well. So thanks so much, everyone. I'm more than likely to go live again tomorrow, either before the 49ers game or afterwards. Hopefully we get the dub. Hopefully we don't overuse CMC tomorrow. But again, everyone, just know that the best is yet to come. Don't give up on your dreams. And just know that when you don't give up on your dreams, good things will happen. And when those good things happen, share it with the world. Don't sit on don't sit on good things that's happened to you. Not only should you share the good things that happen to you, it wouldn't be a bad idea to help someone on that journey. So I will say this to anyone that may view this live later. If you're someone who wants to go into the federal government, uh, reach out to me. I'll see what I can do to help you get there. Whether it's the resume, navigating through the U.S. Jobs.gov website, and etc. Anything I can do to help you obtain a job with the federal government, I do my best to at least help you through it. I can share some of the best practices that I use along this journey. I will say what took a lot of people years to get, it didn't take me that long to get it. I received my first offer within 4 months of applying, and I've received about 15 offers since the summer. So if you're interested in going to the federal government and just got questions, let me know and leave a comment in the chat. And then worst case scenario, I'll do a live one day on just like a questionnaire about the U.S. Jobs.gov website, and I'll do my best to help you get through that test. Brooklyn, hello. Thanks for saying hi. Again, everyone. If you've seen the title of the video, I was just going live to let everyone know that I got the job. So I'll start that new job on December 1st. We'll be moving to Washington State within the next couple weeks. Again, everyone, thanks for your thoughts and prayers. Thank you for the encouragement that you've given to me. And I appreciate all the support that people have sent to me, whether it was just a like, a comment, or just encouraging words in the chat. It meant a lot knowing that people cared about what I wanted to do in life, and just knowing that people actually actually cared was it meant the world to me. So I got the job. I'm gonna be prepping to leave Colorado within the next week and a half. Probably early next week, I'm gonna get a hitch put on my car, and then once my hitch get installed on my car, I'm gonna just go and start pricing the U-Haul trailers, and then I'm probably gonna start hitting the road and heading to Washington State. Nicholas, thanks for subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate it. On my channel, is a lot of good things on there regarding nature. So, waterfalls, river, lakes, and streams, wildlife that I've seen, whether it's been moose, deer, marmots. A couple trips I went on in Brazil. Got a chance to see some monkeys at the national park in Brazil. A lot of great mountain views and etc. I believe I have about 35 different playlists on my channel, ranging from national parks, national forests, waterfalls at a national park, or just waterfalls in general, lake views, ocean views, trips in different states, overseas. If you're someone that likes a lot of nice island views, I do have some views from Maldives, Bora Bora, Brazil, Bahamas, just to name a few. Brazil. So it's a lot of good things on my channel. So definitely, if you're on the live, definitely hit the like button. As Brooklyn Gaines said, if you check out this live later, definitely leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe if it's something that you see on my channel that you enjoy. Uh, join my channel, man. I have 1,384 subscribers so far. So I appreciate everyone who that has subscribed to my channel. I upload a lot of content throughout each week. I have so much content over the last 20 plus years that I'm catching up on a lot of things. A lot of my hikes that I did the last 6 7 months. I'm refreshing those contents because a lot of the stuff that I uploaded when I started my channel in May, I've learned a lot since May regarding just the titles, the thumbnails, the jobs, I mean the descriptions, and building playlists and etc. So I'm refreshing a lot of the content that I have on my channel just to get better at it. I also learned yesterday that adding a location to your content helps with visibility. So being that none of my content had the locations listed, actually yesterday I started updating my content with the location that I was at. So my goal for the next few days is any content that I've uploaded between May to now, if they only had a handful of views, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna delete the content, and then I'm gonna re-upload it with the skills and the knowledge that I've learned over the last 6 months. So I re-upload the content, give it a good title, I'll make sure my description is good, add the location, and then put a good thumbnail on there. And then I'm also thinking about making longer form videos. So if I've been to a place and I captured a lot of videos, like Yellowstone, the geysers, I'm thinking about just putting a thing about using CapCut and then uploading them all together, and then just making a long form video with just all the geysers I saw there, and the explosions and different scenic spots at Yellowstone. So I'm thinking about doing things like that with some of the content that I have, because a lot of the content that I capture when I'm going on a hike or sightseeing at a place, it may only be seconds to maybe 5 minutes long of content. So it's a good chance that it may not tell the story of where I've been, and the things that I saw. And it'll make everything easier if I actually just compile a one file of all the things I saw at a trailhead or a different place, rather than uploading. I still upload individual videos from them, but I think it'd probably be a good idea to build compilations of things that of content that I captured at different places, and then just sharing it with the world there. I'm doing well. I live in Colorado right now, but I will be moving to Washington State so far. So hope that answers your question. I hope you're also doing well as well. I don't normally ask people where they're from or anything else. Usually when I go on live, I just ask everyone how they're doing, and if they have any questions that pop up while I'm on live, I try my best to just answer some of the questions. I'm not gonna give my whole life story on the channel. I think that can be kind of weird, but it also can be dangerous. So whatever I do on this channel is going to be what you see right now, a smile, and with personality and with grace. So again, everyone, I'm very happy where I'm at today. I'm very happy to know that I didn't give up on my dreams. I didn't throw in a towel. I just kept moving forward. I kept I kept being in a positive mindset that what I wanted was going to happen. And I spoke into existence. I said it was going to happen this year. I also said at the beginning of the year that 2024 is going to end better than it started. And it's going in that direction. Me being able to start a new job the month of my birthday. My birthday is just for Christmas, so I'm pretty excited about joining the job on the first day in office on the second. Then my birthday is a couple weeks later from there, so I'm definitely excited about everything. And then being a government employee, I'll be able to get a raise soon as next year starts. So it's pretty awesome being able to start a new job and then get a raise as soon as the new year starts. So that's pretty dope and amazing. So again, everyone, I'm so grateful and thankful for you being a part of my channel. Just know that when you come to my channel, you're going to continue to have a reason to smile. You're going to have content that's going to be amazing. And it's going to be things that will make you want to come back. So tell your friends, tell your families, co-workers, if anyone needs a channel that they want to visit to give them a reason to smile or just want to see some good and amazing stuff regarding my channel, I mean, this would be where you need to go. I mean, I have waterfalls, river, lakes, and streams. I have mountain views, wildlife, sightseeing places, 49er games. It's not too many things on my channel that I don't upload. I'm a free spirited person, and I like to share my experiences with the world. So stay locked in on my channel. Hit the notification bell if you haven't already. Definitely hit the like button if you like what you're hearing. But everyone, again, thank you for being a part of this journey. And I got the job. I got the job. Stay safe as always. I hope everyone continue to have a great week. I'm gonna sign off in the next few seconds here, but again, everyone, I'm excited about this next chapter in my life and this journey. I'm being a couple steps away from where I want to be, which is getting to California. So being able to move to Washington State in the next few weeks, it's gonna be a step in the right direction. And depending on how Washington State is, I may not have to move to Cali. It may be best to stay in Washington State and take advantage of the no state tax and a lot of other benefits and hiking trails galore. So I would definitely see, but I thank you for everyone that's again that stopped by my channel. And if you need a channel to actually come by and check from time to time, that's gonna have some amazing content there, you come to the right place. Continue to support, continue to view my content. If you want to contribute to my Cash App, Living with a Purpose 20 is my Cash App. You'll see my initial BP pop up when it does. But I will continue to be authentic. I will continue to be humble in this process. And I will continue to give you the best content that I can to the best of my ability. Stay blessed, everyone. Continue to work hard towards your goal. And as I listed this title, don't give up on your dreams. And when your dreams come to pass and when good things happen, share it with the world. That may be the one thing that gets someone through their hardest time. Like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, everyone, stay blessed. And until the next time, hang in there.